You know, it's pretty amazing when you think about it, how a classroom can become this incredible crossroads, connecting people and cultures from thousands of miles apart. Well, today we're going to dive into one of those stories. It's a journey that starts all the way over in Spain and ends up, of all places, in a Texas school. It's a story packed with adventure, a little bit of bureaucracy, and a whole lot of cultural exchange. So let's get into it.
So right off the bat, this is the big question, isn't it? How does this even happen? It seems like such a random transatlantic leap. But what we're about to see is that it's not random at all. Nope, it's actually part of a really fascinating structured program that's designed to build bridges between continents, one classroom at a time. All right, so let's start at the very beginning. This whole journey is only possible because of a special initiative called the Profesores Visitantes program, or in English, the Visiting Teachers program. And just to be clear, this isn't some informal little pen pal thing. No, this is a full-on official government program. It's run by Spain's own Ministry of Education, and their whole goal is to place talented Spanish teachers in schools all across the US and Canada. So what's the point of it all? Well, at its heart, the program is kind of a two-for-one deal. On one hand, it's absolutely about education, getting skilled teachers into classrooms where they're really needed, especially for bilingual programs. But, and this is just as important, it's a genuine cultural exchange. It's all about building real understanding over the 1 to 3 years the teachers are there. So let's say a teacher gets accepted into the program. Awesome! But then comes the next big question. Where in the world are they going to go? Now we get to see how this huge, sprawling idea of America gets narrowed down to one single school district in the heart of Texas. You know, for so many people around the world, this is Texas, right? It's like a vintage postcard. Cowboys, the whole Lone Star thing. It's a place that's almost mythical. It's big, it's bold, it's this powerful symbol of America. But actually deciding to pack up your family and move there? Yeah, that takes a little more than just the cool postcard. And this is where the dream smacks right into reality. That romantic idea of Texas suddenly turns into the nitty-gritty work of squinting at a computer screen, poring over Google Maps, trying to figure out school district boundaries, and just trying to get a feel for a community from thousands of miles away. You're not looking at cowboys anymore, you're looking at campus layouts and property lines.
And after all that digital detective work, a real place starts to emerge, intermediate school in San Antonio. Now, their decision was probably based on data, just like this stuff here. You're looking at student-teacher ratios, school ratings, and here's a really key detail. 79% of the students at the school are Hispanic, and that's where the story really finds its purpose.
Okay, so the decision is made, the destination is set, and now comes the hard part. And the fun part. This next chapter is all about the real-world experiences of this teacher and his family, navigating all the adventures and the inevitable misadventures of starting a new life from scratch in a new country. I mean, this image just captures that moment so perfectly, doesn't it? For the kids, it's a giant, exciting airplane. But for their parents, this is it. It's the culmination of months of paperwork and planning, and it's the beginning of a completely life-changing chapter. This right here, this is the leap of faith. And oh boy, the challenges start pretty much immediately. This is a direct quote from the teacher's blog, and it's just a classic misadventure. You think you've done everything right, you sell your car to get the money you need for the move, and then bam, bureaucracy. The bank puts a hold on your money for reasons they can't even explain. It's that feeling of being completely powerless in a new system that so many people face. But you know what? You push through it. You build that new life, piece by piece. You arrive. You find a place to live. You get your own kids enrolled in their new school, which is a huge deal. And you start to build a new community, one conversation at a time. These aren't just steps on a list. These are massive personal victories. And the challenges weren't just personal, they were professional too. In his blog, the teacher actually called this section bilingual problems. Think about it. He went from a curriculum in Spain he knew inside and out to the wild world of Texas standardized testing, the STAR exams. That stands for the State of Texas Assessments of Academic Readiness. And these are high-stakes tests, which meant he had to totally adapt his teaching style to a brand new system with totally new expectations. But of course, with the misadventures came the adventures. And the family just dove headfirst into the culture. I mean, they didn't just live in Texas, they really experienced it. We're talking about celebrating their first American Thanksgiving, joining the Boy Scouts, rooting for the San Antonio Spurs, exploring all that local history. This is what that cultural exchange part of the program looks like in real life.
And that brings us to the final chapter of this story. A school year winds down, and with it, a period of just enormous change. It's a time to look back and reflect on a year that truly transformed an entire family.
This timeline really captures the whole rhythm of their year, doesn't it? You can see the highs like the holidays in the fall, then the grind of more training and those big exams through the winter and spring, and finally, it all wraps up in the summer with the test results and that bittersweet farewell. It's a complete emotional and professional journey packed into one school year.
And in the end, really, it's all about this. It's about so much more than just a job or a school. It was an experience that shaped every single one of them. This photo just says it all. A family, forever changed by a year of challenges, a year of incredible growth, and a year of memories they'll have for the rest of their lives.
So all of this leaves us with one final thought. This whole journey, from a government program in Spain all the way to a classroom in San Antonio, it really makes you wonder, when we open up our schools to the world, what are we really doing? For the students, it's a brand new window onto another culture. For the teacher, a new life. It seems that when we share a classroom, we end up sharing our cultures, our challenges, our food, our families, and maybe, most importantly, a much deeper understanding of each other.